filming London Fields, and Johnny had gone back to LA.
See how fast that transition is? You can see when she remembered she had to act sad and not smile or laugh if she wanted to get sympathy. This has been going on for a while with Amber during trial from the first day. No one can tell whether she is telling the truth, but we can all tell whenever she is pretending. In court, it's not allowed, or we can say it's not a good idea to show emotions when the other side is on the podium giving a testimony. It seems Amber didn't get that memo, or she got it, but Amber being Amber decided to use it for her advantage and manipulate people and the jury by faking her emotions.
I thought what was most interesting is that she tried to hide it from me, and then that she laughed and smiled at the end. I thought that was the most interesting part myself. But so yes, I did assault a couple of cabinets.
Here, Johnny was talking about everything he went through in the hands of Amber Heard, and we can see how sad she looks. She is schooling her facial features to look as sad as humanly possible. It's not okay. She's either supposed to be calm or have a straight face. She is an actor, so she obviously knows how to have a straight face. She doesn't even hide the fact that she is faking being sad, because we have noticed how fast she switches from being calm and collected to a sad face whenever the camera pans at her. Amber has even had multiple instances where she's seen dramatically posing for a picture to get a good shot for magazines. This has not been the case for Johnny Depp at all. The guy is trying so hard to school his features. Most of the time he is looking down as if feeling intimidated by the sight of Amber at the stand before her. And that's the only indication we get of how he really feels inside. He only looks up when talking to his lawyer or when slightly side listening to Amber.
I was naked, and I'm slipping around on this tile and trying to get my footing. And I remember slipping on this tile. Glass was underneath me, and I remember just trying to get my footing. You know, I felt really destabilized and felt really vulnerable. I'm naked.
Here, Amber is explaining in detail how Johnny sexually abused her using a glass bottle, and from Johnny's expression, you can see him trying so hard to school his features from being triggered to at least being calm. You can see the struggle he's having inside listening to what his ex-wife is accusing him of. Here is another instance where instead of looking offended or sad, he just chuckles and goes back to being calm. This is a weird response comparing the story being told, so we get the sense that he's also as surprised of the accusations against him as we are. They are also expected to talk calmly when on the trial stand, and this is a role that Johnny executed perfectly. Even when he's on the verge of tears, we can see him hold himself and keep himself in check from crying.
The knife is really dull, and it would be the worst thing in the world to use to me with. It would be too...
He then calmly continues with his statement, but during Amber's turn to testify, the trial has become a show for people to watch. She's switching between different emotions as she tells her jumbled up stories that actually make no sense at all. She's crying and wailing that she doesn't want to recount what happened, even though she's the one who started the entire court situation. The way she seems to be taking breaks whenever anything is objected. See how she was sad before, but now she's waiting and taking a break from her sadness. What a scam. See how she stops being sad and dramatic and is cool, calm and collected when something is objected to. It's like she's resting from her acting and fueling up for the next bout of fake sadness. We believed her before, so I guess she thinks if she brings her a game acting, we're going to believe her again. See how she is gearing to start crying. It's a talent she has developed in court. There are other times she switches from laughing to crying simultaneously. We have to admit though, this woman can act. Someone needs to send her performance to the Grammy for an award. She deserves it. Unlike Amber, this is Johnny Depp calmly explaining how Amber cut his fingers and how Amber physically assaulted him, without having to raise his voice or wail in court. He is not only following the rules, but he's also not trying to be something he's not. Johnny is usually a funny guy, and he has been making the courthouse burst into laughter time over time.
I once gave Marilyn Manson a pill so that he would stop talking so much. Sorry.
All right. I get it. And on line 22...
Everyone knows that Amber has a strong personality and that she even knows how to use guns. But suddenly she's become this docile, weak girl in court. A girl who can't defend her and stays still while her husband beats her doesn't make sense. Another big red flag is how she kept looking at Johnny both while he was on the stand and when she herself took the stand. The entire time Johnny was on the stand, Amber barely took her eyes away from him, and we could clearly see that she wasn't shying away from the thought of looking at him. When she was on the stand, she kept looking directly at Johnny as if it was quite natural for her, and she was okay. But for Johnny, you can see him struggle looking at his ex-wife, and these are all signs of someone with trauma. He seems almost scared of looking up, and he's doodling on his drawing book to ease his nervousness. That right there tells us everything we need to know of who the abuser really was. There's also the weird fact that there's no tears. She cried several times, but Amber shed no tears. She is crying dry cries. If she wants to be a little bit believable, it would do her some good to shed a little tears and make us all believe that she's actually crying real tears and not faking it. It just makes no sense when all evidence points to the fact that Amber was actually the bad guy in that short relationship, but she's still acting innocent. We've seen videos and pictures proving that Amber assaulted Johnny on multiple occasions and that she hit him and hurt him. Witnesses are all claiming that they have never seen Johnny being aggressive or violent to anyone, but multiple witnesses, including Amber's own personal assistant, has testified on the fact that she's manipulative and violent. Johnny has no prior charges of anything, and he's a clean guy despite the fact that he abuses drugs. Amber, on the other hand, has a prior charge of domestic violence when she slapped her ex-wife. All of Johnny's exes have all but nice words to say about Johnny, how nice of a guy he is and how calm and collected he is. His wife of 14 years has never seen Johnny violent, and it came to as a surprise to her as much as to us when suddenly Johnny was painted a criminal and a wife beater. If Johnny's own daughter refused to go to her father's wedding because she did not like Amber, tells a lot about Amber's character. So as we continue watching this trial, let's be open-minded, remembering the fact that this woman is an enlisted actress and she's really good at faking. Let's all remember that she gains a lot if she wins and Depp loses his life all over again. Don't be fooled by what you see on the surface and dig deeper. That is it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.